all of us, and I just want to say we are all welcome, and want to thank Mama Alolo for coming up with this idea, and we all put our heads together to see that it has already worked. Is that not right?
Right.
So we want to thank God, even with the bad weather, that we are out here this early, and we are here, and everything is going as God has planned. And just pray that the others that are still coming, they will reach here safely, and all the things that have been put in place are going to work as planned, as it is God's will, that the Moghamo women should come together and grow themselves. Our minister said we should arise, shine. But Moghamo women, arise, shine. Let's not stay behind. Let the light shine upon us. We are in a country with opportunities. Let us come together and grow. So I thank you all for coming, and that we are going to enjoy.
I'm going to introduce to you our MCs for today, and Ma Mary Fonji, our Mama Ubarobot, will animate to bring them up. So first, our first MC for the night, for the day. She needs no introduction, but it's a conference. So, Mrs. Florence Kiaka is a dynamic, dedicated professional known for bringing people together to create meaningful impact. As a registered nurse, she combines clinical expertise with a deep commitment for community well-being. Beyond healthcare, she is a renowned MC and accomplished fundraiser, recognized by her ability to engage audiences and inspire generosity in support of important causes. A passionate community organizer and advocate, Ma Florence has led numerous initiatives focused on equity, health access, and social empowerment. Please feel free to had opportunity to dance by calling Ma Mary to animate to actually
So I'm going to know what to you worldwide when you become a in America, people who will go again. And then I go, then with no,
down. But I am glad that they have rekindled that dream. When Moghamo Women came into existence in wellness clinic, that she's not only a doctor, she educates people in nutrition, she educates people in lifestyle modification, she educates people in weight loss programs. If you are overweight, go to Isabella. If you are lightweight like me, go to Isabella. If you are having eating disorders, go to Dr. Isabella. She is a ton of knowledge. Today she's one of the panelists that is going to give us so much that we need to know. You are welcome aboard, Dr. Isabella.
E40. I'm so sorry that one of my eyes is convulsing and I'm going to be having some troubles reading what I had prepared for you. Without taking too much of my time and your time, I just really want to say it's a privilege for me to...
We are going to give room for questions and answers. If you see in your bags, you have books and pens. Please note down any question.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Florence here. Ladies, as I was saying, this morning I'm struggling and battling with my one eye, so I didn't want to tell CB that I would not be able to make it. But like our sisters have prayed, everything is working good. Amen. Amen. It's really a privilege for me to stand in front of strong women like you, who are resilient and inspiring. Please, I would like all of us to be attentive because the theme for our conference is very impactful. The title says self-care, and I added beside it honoring yourself as a woman of strength. As women, we carry responsibilities, family, work, community, and culture. We give so much of ourselves to others that we sometimes forget we also deserve care, rest, and renewal. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I got a question. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? Can you remember? Don't be guilty. When was the last time? Self-care is not selfish. It is necessary. It is wisdom. What is self-care? Self-care means taking intentional actions to care for your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. It is about protecting your peace, restoring your energy, and honoring your worth. Why is self-care important for us women? Wow. Self-care is important because we carry many roles. For instance, we are mothers, we are wives, we are daughters, we are professionals. is emotional self-care. Understanding.
Good morning, Moghamo Women. Good morning. I'm very happy to stand here to talk to we about the way it is very important for our lives. Food as medicine. We don't say we wait for chop every day. Sometimes up to 3 times in one day. Whether we like or not, we wait for chop. And God made me different as women. So the way we body the processed food will be different from the way we process from one kingdom. When you chop, chop na anything where we chew or this one. Chop na anything food is anything that is eaten or drunk. So they don't say my talk with PG. So they don't change my language. But I want just to say food is important because say na it prevent sick, na it help to manage disease, na it help for reverse disease. We don't hear stories and plenty way people don't use only chalk or herbs to reverse cancer, for even reverse obesity. People don't use only herbs where they don't stay nothing born. They use only chalk and herbs that they turn and stay there. We know all those stories right from Moghamo to here. So it is very important say, as we know the age, we know so we know the age. We average age right now between 40s and 50s. That's the average age of the Moghamo women in America for this home today. So now, we know the chop, the whole will chop out this one. This is why we'll discuss a very simple things the way some of we know, and some of you will know, but we'll never really put them together. So, we have to mind this whole the chop, and we have to mind the time of the chop. As my friend talked here, most of we do for healthcare. Most of we do shift work. We need to chop the time they were supposed to chop. Most of the time they will chop late based on our schedule and the time they will reach for house. So we have to really think what's to put on for during those times. As for the age, the body, the work as it needs to work all the day. This is why my plan say metabolism is going slow down. As for the age, hormones are going to decline. With all my knowledge they call estrogen. Now one of the dominant hormones they go for female body. As for the age, estrogen is decline. And estrogen can help to regulate blood sugar. But as it declines, means blood sugar, so we need to regulate blood sugar fine. Now by the way, most of me will either be pre-diabetic or diabetic. It don't be like because they chop too much. Not just the way the natural body is designed. And why we know that? Because we places where we go for screenings. When we get back home, we need to go for screenings, we don't go for hospital when we're sick. So now when they be very important for me as we here, at the beginning of the year or around your birthday, just so they go keep track, go get a physical. Get a blood panel, just know what your levels are there. Know if they are fasting blood sugar. Know if they have blood pressure. Know your cholesterol. Do your screenings, like women then. When you don't be 45, when you don't be 40, you have to start doing mammogram. If you get a family history of breast cancer, you have to start doing mammogram really early. We know say who for here no place where you don't get breast cancer or die from breast cancer. All we will know, right? Very close to heart. So that those are things that will prevent them if we screen them and they discover them early. So we will not sleep on screenings for here. Breast cancer is one. The other one is cervical cancer. PAP screenings. They be very important. Every 3 years you do your PAP, unless you be post-menopausal. So those are 2 things that a woman is for those they do for one. Besides mammogram, we go for them every year. On a monthly basis, we do self-breast exam for house. Most breast cancer they discover them from house. And the woman they discover them, then they go check and decide the breast cancer. So every woman waiting for that age, make sure say you check your breast. Because when it's coming around late, we know say the prognosis won't be good. Which is the other one, colonoscopy. And also don't come from America, all these different screenings. The officials they were worried. But they say prevention is better than cure. So at the back said, please go me just check and make it clear you. So most of the things they will talk here, they be nothing they will know. But I will just say more highlight them so I will know how to chop and how to And on a day like this, we're there for you to relax. So basically the 4 pillars of healthy living: nutrition, movement. So we're going to try for the workout, whether the work or the do not exercise. We're going to incorporate daily activities for your life. Stress reduction, like we're here today. How we feel very relaxed, right? And we like gadgets like this. So per se, maybe next year we'll get another expensive gadget like this. Then the last one is sleep. Sleep is medicine. When we sleep, our body will repair. So we'll go for try for scheduled sleep that we schedule to go for work. So those things are very important. And which we'll go for the job now. Mostly protein, less carbohydrates. We don't say as Moghamo people, as Africans, we eat a lot of carbohydrates. But we'll go for now change. We're trying to switch. We'll eat more protein. Basically protein, meat, chicken, fish, pork, beans, eggs, and the protein. More of protein, vegetables, and then less carbs for energy.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Moghamo Women H2. All right, my name is Dr. Moghamo, and I will just continue as cheaper, vacation places you can go to with your kids. So you can use it in your daily life. If you're trying to exercise as women above 40, there are things that we can definitely do. We know if we go run 10 miles, no. So AI will help you come up with an exercise plan that can work for you, and you can incorporate that in your daily life. There are people here who are looking for jobs. If you don't know how to write your resume, start with AI. Like I'll go back again and I'll keep going back to AI is your starting point. You should not rely on it 100%. Because one, you still have your wisdom. Secondly, you still have your common sense. And thirdly, AI does not have emotional intelligence. You bring all of that and then you make these two work better for you. Now, like I said, you have to use AI wisely. No one put your very important credentials in this tool. Don't put your social security number, don't put your date of birth, don't put your passwords in there. Do not do that because you are just selling yourself out there for people to grab that information and use it for malicious intent. So always take whatever you take from AI, ChatGPT or whatever version you have. Do not trust. Always verify.
As Moghamo women, Moghamo Kingdom, we come from a culture where we first be very hardworking, irrespective of the men, the women, the Moghamo woman, we me and know, now a very hardworking woman, especially growing up back in the village. Maybe some of you will be lucky for go for cities, but we will go for village, the grind garri, cassava, all those things, carry plantain, walk out maybe 5 miles, go to the market, go sell them. I know that a Moghamo child, a woman, a hard-working woman, and in between, they still balance the life. They work out, go cry, die. They work out, even when your husband, they go cry, die, they back begin for bad. Then they still hold their husband, they gone. All those things, it shows you we don't always be resilient, we don't always be hardworking. And that very hard work will continue for this country. Because from my understanding with the Moghamo women, we have been so much in our individual home for assist the men. But then, coming from a culture where we come from, where back home, woman just go farm, come back and sleep. You come back and sleep, just get up in the morning, your mentality is just about going to the farm, coming back, cooking food for your husband, your kids, or for your younger sisters. Then to a culture where morning time, the woman they come out, the man they come out. Then you come back for evening, the man expect, the children they expect for 8, the man expect for 8. So how do we balance that? We get so stressed to a point where we need to even know. And sometimes we just feel burnout, sometimes we feel broken, but we don't know that we have to do things in between for alleviate that stress. And that's why I'm here today just to say, okay, there are many things that we can do to feel back and feel less stressful. So I think of this one is one of the events. It helps for release of stress. You might not know, but this is meeting sisters, meeting maybe people that you're not seeing for weeks or months, meeting them like this is part of the stress relieving exercise. And even just coming to hear your sister speak, or just spending time out of the normal routine work, it helps we relieve, we need to understand. So maybe think of a little things the way what we do. From my own point of view, and I know many people that they see from that point, we need for create time for enjoy ourselves. And how do we do that? I get groups that even like Dr. Constance, I know they get groups where they go out. Maybe for celebrate for their birthdays, maybe husband's birthday, they just go out one weekend, just rent an Airbnb or maybe a hotel for 2 days, relax, chat, enjoy, have fun with your friends. That's one way we feel even release stress. We get other groups the way
For more than, she's had experience in the pharmacy for more than 16 years. She was a mathematics teacher in she's one of the, I would call her mathematics wizard. We are very good friends, but when it comes to calculation, Foundation, Gladys thinks like a man. She's Dr. Gladys. I remember she's somebody that I would say she effectively blends her work career life with enjoyment, because she will tell you, I always quote that everywhere. You know, Gladys will come to your house. She's drinking without even looking at you are feeling sleepy. She wants to drink a cake, and the next moment she's in a job calculating medications and all of that. So if we can pick from what she has just said, we'll realize that, because that's the most important thing that we're here today. How do we blend career with enjoyment? How do we prevent burnout? One of the things that I always tell a lot of people when they're going for interviews is, when interview you, if they tell you, do you have anything to say? No, don't say, oh, I don't have. Means already you have failed. Ask the person interview you, how do you prevent burnout? Because that's one of the things that people just keep walking. I remember a kitchen near you, I asked her one day, you cannot work 7 days. There's a day that you must take off. You close your restaurant, or it should be in the hands of workers, so that you should be able to take that day off to do your spa, to do your nails, and to be out with friends, and we go to other places and eat. The same thing with all career ladies, all these entrepreneurs. That's the reason why we're here. Because we only work. A lot of women are not here today because they're doing 16 hours. And at the end of it, what do? In the words of Mama,
prevention is better than cure, and the things we need to do to prevent, to achieve that prevention. She talked about colonoscopy. And I know colonoscopy, when we hear about it, is scary. You think that you're going to go under anesthesia before you get colonoscopy. Or say they will sedate you, they'll put you to sleep before you get colonoscopy. And the one actually say, we don't hear of other alternatives like colon graft, where we fit do then if we predictate something before we go do colonoscopy. As a specialist, if we recommend that for me, how effective that should be for me.
Thank you. Hello? Thank you very much. Mama, yes, so not stopping at the gold standard. Let me say, get like over 98% effectively. So if you go through that, they don't see anything that means you feel really can't say anything. But if you start by just doing you can call and say collagen. Collagen has some way to go part of the way to colonoscopy. And it's doing for colon cancer. Cancer is inside the colon. Now hear me? Yes. Okay. So the thing camera enter through your throat, go through your anus, to check through the intestines, go through the GI tract, from the throat all the way down, to see whether I get any polyps. They call them polyps. When they see anything where they grow inside that line, something they screen for cancer. If there's something where they grow, they take small piece of it, where they call them biopsy, go send them to check whether they cancer. So now they go standard that. But before one reach for this, other things they will do. If he sends two, when you come to office, they give you small envelope, you put two for this, they don't have a lab, they test that. If they see blood for that stool, then they will recommend you go for the next level. If that is blood for that stool, then they fine. They get a line, they call that. Now another sample way they also use too. But those ones, they're not going to go under anesthesia. Because colonoscopy, and they go standard, they get small.
Because they don't have the knowledge that we have. Could you elaborate on some ways that we can monitor our children on how to use AI? Because some of them, you ask them basic questions, they will have to go to the phone and check. And I realized that growing up, we did a lot of mathematics using our heads. We can read the clock, but I bet you some of our children cannot do that. So could you discuss some of the ways that we can assist our children so that some of us parents can really watch it? Because our children don't use their brains anymore. Most of them rely on AI. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. And it's so sad that really our kids have drifted completely. They're not using their brains anymore. They're not using their brains anymore. So one thing I would say is, this is what I do. There is a basket in my house. When then you can go type it out. But I'm not going to let you go type something that is copied and you're sending it to your teacher. So we have to be that first. The teachers are just there, they'll do what they have to do. But we as parents, we are the first teachers at home.
So to help us, how a strategy that in PGCPS we use to monitor these kids when they are on their computers and when they are on their Chromebooks. Ladies, download the app that is called Hampara. Can everybody say Hampara? Yes, Hampara is an app. We are talking about AI. Well, can you listen? Hampara is an app that when you download it, you have it on your phone or on your computer that is connected to your child's phone or your child's computer. So that when you release them to do their homework online or you give them free time to use their computers, you can actually monitor them. They know. If there is any woman here that has a child in PGCPS, they know, and they know that we parents do not know. So tell the child that, remember that I am seeing whatever you're doing on Ampara. So on Ampara, they'll tell you that, oh, mommy, I'm doing my online assignment, but they are on YouTube. So you can get on Ampara simultaneously, and then you tell them, you are on YouTube, stop what you're doing. So when they already know that you have Ampara, they will be doing the right thing. If they already know that you have Ampara, they have to use their own metacognition, and they will not be copying from ChatGPT. Do we understand?
Rich people, if you don't live 50 years, go get your shingles vaccine. If you get breathing issues, go get a pneumonia vaccine. If you did 16 and above, go get an RSV vaccine, please. Those things help prevent that. A lot of other vaccines, even for our kids, HPV, all those things, those vaccines, try to get them vaccinated against those diseases so that even in the long run they get contracted, it not will be the effect, will not be as normally will not as COVID. Yes. So please, I just want to add to the question you asked. I'm pretty fearful under anesthesia. Why they fear? Because you just feel say you go inside, you don't go die, they need kill.